Welcome back to Houston Life. You know, Houstonians that are looking for a fun, affordable, and quick getaway can always depend on the historic city of San Antonio. Here with more on why is one of my favorite guests, Dee Dee Poteete with Visit San Antonio. Welcome back to Studio B, Dee Dee.
Well, thank you. It's always such a pleasure being here. Love coming to wonderful Houston and saying hello to all our Houston friends.
Yeah, well, you know what? I think the feeling is definitely mutual. We were looking at some of the figures, and I think in 2023, San Antonio attracted, I mean, we're talking almost 40 million visitors, right?
Yes, and I think one of the largest chunks there are from Houston, so muchísimas gracias, Houston.
Well, it's fun, and San Antonio, we were talking, it just has so much character, and this is really a lovely time to visit, the springtime.
It really is. I mean, number one, the weather. You want to get out to the good patio. You want to take a spring getaway. It's the time to get in the car, and I say thank goodness for I-10 and come to San Antonio. I mean, where else can you go, as you mentioned, that is so historic, so cultural, so colorful, so fun, great food, great nightlife, everything going on, but also great for families. And, you know, with the Alamo, the Riverwalk, and the Missions all being free, very walkable, everybody's watching their pocketbook right now. So spring travel, time to come to San Antonio.
Yeah, free, always a key word.
Yes.
And it's just nice to get out and see some of these historic things that make Texas what it is. It's so fun. That was a favorite trip of my dad's, the Alamo. We'll never forget the Alamo. He wouldn't let us. You'd always remember
the Alamo. And you know, you say, oh, I've been to the Alamo, you know, but hey, I'm here to say come back, because we're in the middle of a $550 million Alamo plan. Just opened Alamo Plaza.
Wow.
Just opened Alamo Gate, recreating the original gate of the front gate of the Alamo, and the new surrounded experience, which is sort of a virtual reality. So there's a lot going on. The Ralston Center has some of the Phil Collins collection. It's time to come back and redo your visit to the Alamo for sure.
I agree. The Alamo that you've maybe visited a couple years or a couple months ago, I mean, it's just getting better and better. Also, one of my favorites growing up was all the theme parks. Let's talk about the theme parks, because what is it? SeaWorld, it's Fiesta Texas, what is it?
And there's also Morgan's Wonderland. We are the theme park capital of Texas for all of those good reasons. So I can tell you that at SeaWorld San Antonio, I'm here to talk about what's new, because we want to get you guys fired up to come and visit us. SeaWorld has Rescue Junior that just opened, and part of that is the Beach Rescue Racer, a 1,000-foot roller coaster. You feel like you're in a little Jeep going out for a rescue of animals.
Oh, look at that. That is so cute and fun.
Oh, Rescue Junior is a wonderful kid-friendly part of the park that's really dedicated to SeaWorld's animal rescue efforts. And besides that wonderful roller coaster, there's also the Ocean Quest Express, which is a fun little train that goes through all of the new area. And there's other new attractions and rides there, well, a carousel. There's the Ocean Quest Express. So much fun. It's going about the speed I like to go on a train. So very, very kid-friendly, and that is really exciting. And we encourage everybody to, you know, go to see the shows, go see the animals, go see Rescue Junior, but get those annual passes. You're going to want them at SeaWorld, and you're sure going to want them at Six Flags as well.
That's amazing. Okay, speaking of Six Flags, this is the largest DC-themed theme park in America, right? So heroes and villains.
Right. Go big or go home. You'll see all your favorite superheroes, all your super villains at the DC universe. Here we're seeing the cyborg, cyber revolution, the mechanical arms that interlock over each other. Really exciting and really fun. There is, of course, the Shazam, that is the Tower of Eternity. They say it's a family-friendly drop ride. It's only 70 feet. It looks very Shazam-y to me, but I tell you, I love things like that, as does my family and my nieces. So that's a new ride there in the DC universe area. And then, of course, Metropolis Transit Authority. And that is sort of a train, but also a monorail. So you get to fly over the whole DC area and see it from up high. There's a little Superman right there. So all sorts of superheroes are welcome in this new part of Six Flags Fiesta Texas. Get your annual passes.
Okay. And when we think of San Antonio, you know, us Houstonians, we love to eat. So, of course, we're thinking of the food. What are the must-dos when you go to San Antonio if you're a foodie?
If you're a foodie, for sure. I mean, our restaurant scene, like yours, is just exploding. I want to talk about the zoo, too, and because they have a Seven Seas Food Festival coming up at SeaWorld. I want to mention that, and then the things happening at the zoo. But if you're a foodie, the culinary scene, all your old favorites are there, but chefs are doing new things, new restaurants, new opening, new expansions, new fusions. We have over 12 wonderful Michelin star restaurants, so it's the time to come come hungry to San Antonio.
That's amazing. Tell us about the New World Heritage Center.
Absolutely. The New World Heritage Center really opened up to be the new gateway to the Spanish colonial missions in San Antonio.
Wow.
And it is just a great place to start to really explore the history and culture of that part of not only San Antonio, but all of Texas as well.
Okay. And let's talk about the San Antonio Zoo.
Absolutely. You know, I love that. We love your zoo. Let me just start by saying that.
Zoo. Yeah.
Every zoo has their own personality.
Yes.
But I will say, and I'm here to brag, that the San Antonio Zoo has been named the top zoo in Texas every single year consistently and for great reason. Well, guess what? We have now the Naylor Savannah. It is the largest expansion of the San Antonio Zoo in its 110-year history. If you haven't been, our San Antonio Zoo is in Brackenridge Park, just on the cusp of downtown. This Naylor Savannah doubles the amount of the space for giraffe, triples the amount of space for the rhinos and for the zebras. But here's what's really exciting. Just this last week, I heard about Speck Boom Lodge. You're seeing it here. You can stay overnight in the San Antonio Zoo, right with the giraffes. You can wake up and have breakfast with the giraffes. You're up close and personal with them. Con Safari just opened. You see this Jeep here. It's an African safari attraction, interactive experience where you get to ride all through the Naylor Savannah, maybe stay at Speck Boom Lodge, and definitely see all of the zoo. But that is just what's new. And again, the largest expansion. So we can't wait to share that with our Houston friends.
Okay, bragging rights allowed there. Totally. That looks really cool. And we're running out of time, but really quickly, tell me about Hemisphere. What is new at Hemisphere?
You know what? Right a block from the Alamo, across the street from the Riverwalk, is Hemisphere Park from the 68 World's Fair. Not sitting on our laurels. It is a wonderful central park with promenades, splash pads, Yanaguana Garden, places to eat lunch, leafy promenades, walkway from Southtown, a big, great lawn where there's concerts and special events, artwork, storytelling, Civic Park in Hemisphere Park in the heart of San Antonio, the place to be.
No excuses, guys. That is something for everyone indeed. Dee Dee Poteete, you always come bringing the knowledge, bringing what's new. We appreciate you so much. Thank you for stopping by Studio
My
B
pleasure.
today.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so if everyone wants to learn more, it's visitsanantonio.com, right?
Visitsanantonio.com.
Okay. All the fun you can have in the Alamo City. Visitsanantonio.com.